I can't wait for this show to get started, but I have to just clear something up. Earlier on this week, Colin confessed on air that the reason why he hasn't shaved is... Well, why don't I let you explain? You might have missed Colin's explanation, so I thought we should revisit the incident, Colin.
Yes, all right. Monday morning I turned up. I didn't shave because I like to shave and look nice for the telly.
Yeah.
But I've got a little beatnik poet. Oh, that's a close-up. That's too close. Too close. Still too close. That's okay. Anyway, Sunday week ago, I was watching a film. Stop it. Camera 2, I'm warning you. Ixnay on the close-up thing. Anyway, look, I'm wishing that this show hadn't have started. Look, I did faint basically a week or so ago. Not so funny now. I fainted because I was watching this film called 127 Hours about the guy that falls down the ravine and gets his arm caught and then he chops his own arm off, feeling sick about it, just thinking about it again. And I kind of went, whoa, hey, and got up, went into the kitchen too quickly. I didn't have enough oxygen because I was a bit skint at the time, and I basically fainted and fell on my stone bench top. Stop it! In my kitchen, and I split my chin open and had about... Stop it! Had about 7 or 8 stitches. So they're kind of underneath. I'm not showing them. You just have to trust me that they're there.
That's the reason for the beard.
Yeah. Yeah, look, and isn't it great that I'm telling you a story about how I fainted and lost consciousness, and the audience is basically, well, excuse the French, pissing themselves.
Okay, besides needing to have a close look at...
As opposed to you on Monday, who was basically on the floor laughing so much.
Colin, I think 2 things.
Yeah?
I need to know more. I need to have a good look at the stitches. A good close-up look at the stitches.
Yeah,
I think you do.
No, everyone kind of wants to see them. Could we just put your chin up and have a little look?
I'm not showing the bottom of my chin.
It's just a very
Not by the hair of your chinny chin chin on television.
It's an elaborate story then.
Yeah.
Just because you couldn't shave, you
shave.
made the
We
whole
don't believe
thing
you then.
up.
The second thing...
I don't know why I would make up a story about me
prove
fainting
it.
after watching a film.
Prove it.
Really? I'm not. I'm blocking. I know that's so not the thing to do on the circle, but I'm blocking, man. I'm blocking.
Hey, the second thing I want to ask you then is, so did you drive yourself to emergency?
Was there someone there to pick you up? Was someone there to pick you up, or were you home alone?
I was home with the children and they were all asleep, and my wife was out having a lovely time having cocktails with a few friends. I had to ring her and say, can you please come home and help me? And she'd had a couple of cocktails, so we had to get a taxi to the my head was bleeding. I had to put a little towel behind my head so blood wouldn't get on the taxi seats, and you know, and then because I was on the telly, I didn't let the people at the hospital do the stitching. I had to go and get a plastic surgeon to do it. You know, it was all great, but not that funny at the time, but hilarious now.
Look, it is hilarious now, and I've got to say, you're not alone in fainting from something. And it happened to a boyfriend of mine. He got he got a mole removed just from his body, and
Is that when he broke up with you?
but he had a blackout right after it. Send us your stories if you've fainted from anything at all. Maybe
or if you've ever broken up with a mole.
The Circle at network10.com.au.
Please email us, or don't, do whatever you want. Coming up, chart-topping rocker Shannon Knoll. He's in the house. You're watching The Circle. Back after this. Don't go away.